Welcome to Guitar Vacation. I was really surprised at seeing Dumble Amps being at Namm this year. You know, Namm has kind of gone downhill where a lot of bigger companies aren't doing the Namm thing anymore, and there's been some return in 2025, but I definitely wasn't expecting to see a Dumble Amps booth at Namm. So just real quick, I wanted to listen to a very particular part of this video, talking with the fellas that are representing the new Dumble Amp initiative and the preservation of the old Dumble Amp integrity. So let's hear a little bit of what they have to say.
When we were told that we have to have a product to keep the brand, we finished this with one of Mr. Dumble's friends that's an amp tech here locally that Mr. Dumble trusted. And we went to him and we said, we need your help. We need to do this. You're the only one we can trust to do it. So this happened. Yeah. And I was a little apprehensive, being so familiar with Dumble Amps, playing them for 30 years. I've gone through so many of them that until I plugged into this, I was like, oh my God, this is really good. And I wish I could have helped Mr. Dumble finish this because he was under so much pressure to build these. I probably could have helped, but he wanted to do everything himself, and he did.
So if picking up on what I got from that, you know, and they're not being cagey about stating this, but a lot of what's the motivation behind new product is so I guess the trademark, the Dumble trademark itself is something that can be defended, and apparently I'm not an expert in trademark law, but you have to have product coming out that is introduced to the market in order to make your trademark continue to be defensible in perpetuity. So I guess that begs the question, are they really motivated to reintroduce products to the market, and what would that look like if they do? And you know, I can't predict that any better than anybody else. A couple things that I kind of have taken away from these guys coming to Namm this year is, one, I really do think that keeping the Dumble trademark current is a large motivator in what they're doing. And they also stated in that same video, it's on the reverb.com channel, they even refer to the Dumble Preservation Society. They want to preserve what Dumble was about and what his amps were about, and the integrity of that. And you know, he was an interesting character in the way he did business, or I mean, he saying doing business is almost counterintuitive, because he was not doing things in a way that would be the most profitable. He was doing things according to his own very unique ethics as far as amp building, and that wasn't in any way designed to fill his pockets full of money. So that part of it is interesting. I know they said new old stock parts and stuff like that, and that's going to be electronic speak anytime you have something trying to recreate something from a different era. But I think it's pretty well documented that Dumble used whatever he wanted, like capacitors and stuff like that. You would particularly think about as being your capacitors you see for tone and stuff, which it's a value that's debatable in and of itself. But he was commonly put whatever in there, like not the capacitor you would think of, or for the tone magic part. So you got to take that type of talk with a grain of salt. But I don't want to look at what these guys are doing, particularly with my cynical mind, because if you think about it, Dumble has been gone for a long time, the man himself, and these guys obviously have the keys to the castle, and they're working with the family's blessing, and I'm not really sure who owns what as far as his estate, but they could have monetized Dumble long ago. They could have come out with a product that said Dumble on it and made a bunch of money. There's no question in my mind. And the fact that they haven't done that, and there's really two gentlemen that are featured in that video that, from all accounts, kind of got Dumble's blessing before he died, is I want you guys to continue whatever the continuation of my legacy is. I want y'all to be in charge of it. And I think that says a lot, that they have not just stamped Dumble on something and had, one of these clone builders map out a circuit and started popping them out of a manufacturing place in China or something like that. They probably could have done that and really made a bunch of money, or they could have, gone the hand wire boutique, low volume route and sold them for thousands and thousands of dollars and made a bunch of money. So the fact that they hadn't done that kind of gives me some indication, at least, that I think they're genuine in what they're trying to do, and they're not just out for a money grab. That's just my read based on their actions or lack thereof at this point. And even now, they're just coming to Namm. They're not doing anything that sales wise looks like they're trying to create some kind of immediate money grab. They're kind of really saying, we're putting out new product because we have to maintain the trademark, the name, but we're also looking for feedback from the market to see what people would like to see Dumble look like. And very, very interesting. I could be wrong. They may turn out to be dudes that are going to take the name Dumble and ride it all the way to the bank. But I really don't see that by where where they're coming from now. So anyway, it was definitely a surprise for me to see a Dumble booth at Namm, and if those guys are what they appear to be to me, I definitely wish them the best, even if that means just maintaining the name and the preservation of that integrity. But if they do bring something to the market, I hope they do that in a manner that continues the integrity and legacy of how the man himself wanted it, whether it's good, bad, weird, or not that great for business. But it'll be interesting to see. It wouldn't surprise me if we never saw Dumble come out to the market, and if I have a feeling if it does, it'll be very limited. And you'll probably see them on the celebrity guitar player stages that already have some ties to Dumble, but still interesting nonetheless. I'm not a guy that goes for a Dumble sound, whatever that means, but I am interested in it as a kind of guitar nerd gear standpoint. Anything that gets in the discussion with Dumble is always kind of gets real convoluted real quick. But I really hope these guys are what they appear to be, and if that's the case, God bless them. I hope that whatever they do, they can let some of what Dumble created and then that is grown in lore after his passing go to the family too. That would be something I would really like to see, and that seems to be something these guys are about. So only time will tell, but I found it so interesting I wanted to say a little bit about it. So until the next edition of Guitar Vacation, you enjoy your guitar vacation, whether you're going for the uber elite Dumble tones, Marshallish, Fenderish, Voxish, or otherwise. Enjoy your guitar vacation. Holler at you soon.